When you build with the AWS CDK, you're not just writing infrastructure as code. You're working with 3 different layers of constructs. But what do those actually mean? In this video, we're going to give a quick overview of what constructs are in the CDK. We're going to explain layer 1, layer 2, and layer 3 constructs with examples. The repo that I'm going to be using for this will be linked down in the description. Hi, if you're new around here, my name is Ryan. I'm an AWS certified solutions architect and developer, and my goal is to teach you modern cloud system design using AWS. Let's jump in. So what are constructs? Well, constructs are the basic building blocks of the CDK. You can think of them like Lego pieces, the smallest blocks versus pre-built sets. Layer 1 constructs are direct, low level, and one-to-one with CloudFormation resources. You can think of these like individual Lego pieces. Layer 2 constructs are opinionated, higher level, object-oriented abstractions for AWS services. These are like mini-scale Lego sets that contain around 50 pieces. Layer 3 constructs are pre-built patterns combining multiple AWS services. And these are like mini-figure scale Lego sets that have over 100 pieces. Now let's take a look at these constructs in action. Jumping into the code here, we're going to take a look at 3 different stacks that build fundamentally the same thing, an API gateway that's backed by a Lambda function. In our layer 1 stack, every single resource maps one-to-one with a CloudFormation resource. You'll know that you're working with layer 1 constructs because it will be prefixed with a CFN. Everything is explicitly defined. Our role, our permissions, our integration URI, our deployment stage, anything we need, we have to define ourselves. This is obviously very verbose compared to using layer 2 and layer 3 constructs. Layer 1 constructs are necessary when you want to use brand new AWS features or just features that are not yet exposed in layer 2. This is what CDK generates behind the scenes for the higher level constructs. This is like cutting wood and building furniture from scratch. It gives you total control, but it's a very slow process. And in my opinion, you lose out on a lot of the great features that the CDK enables. Next, we'll jump into our layer 2 stack. These represent AWS services directly, but add a few developer-friendly defaults. You configure the REST APIs, the core settings, and the stage names explicitly, and you're still working with Lambda and API Gateway, but you're wiring those integrations yourself. It's safer and more ergonomic than layer 1. And this is the layer that you're going to use most in the work that you do with the CDK. This is like building IKEA furniture. You get the pieces with sensible defaults, but you still have to assemble everything. Now, jumping into our layer 3 stack, we remember that layer 3 constructs are equal to full patterns. These are opinionated and pre-packaged architectures. In this example, we're building a fully functioning REST API and a function, but we're only using 2 constructs to do it. This is really perfect for doing prototypes and demos when you just want to spin something up that just works out of the box. The CDK behind the scenes handles the wiring of the permissions, deployment stage, and integration. The main drawback of using layer 3 constructs is you give up a lot of the control that you have with layer 1 and layer 2 constructs. So these really don't work if you need heavy customization. It's like buying a pre-built furniture set. It's a quick setup, but it's not very flexible. So that's it for the video. I just wanted to give a quick overview of what the different layers of constructs were in the CDK. I generally find myself using layer 2 constructs the most because I think they strike the perfect balance between ease of use and control over your resources. I do find myself using layer 1s in situations where layer 2s are not available. With layer 2 constructs, I find that the CDK does just the right amount of heavy lifting for me, so I don't have to do it. And this is mainly concerned with setting up IAM permissions, which can be really annoying if you're having to do it from scratch. Do you also find yourself using layer 2 constructs? Do you have any experience using layer 3? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you for watching.